Hey, welcome to CBC Alumni Focus. I am the Alumni Director, Rob Stagenborg, and couldn't be more excited today to have an old buddy, Jonathan Owens, class of 2013. Jonathan, welcome back.
How you doing? I'm glad to be
Great,
here.
doing great. For a lot of you guys know, Jonathan was part of that, really that tremendous 2012, 2013 senior football team that was 11-0 until he came in. We got tripped up by DeSmet. Boy, that game still has to kind of hurt for you, doesn't it, a little bit?
Yeah, nah, especially the fact that we beat them earlier in the year, like pretty handily, and we were kind of riding high going into that game. Nah, that definitely stings. I'll never forget that feeling.
Isn't it crazy where life brings you? You always remember those moments in high school. Um, so again, right now you're with the Houston Texans and you're playing safety. You got signed onto the active roster. You saw
Yep.
some action this season. Very excited for you. I know you got a lot of work ahead of you.
hmm
Where are you at? Going into the off season with the Texans.
Whenever I signed during the season, from the practice squad, I signed a 2-year deal. So meaning for the rest of this season and all of next year. So at this point, we're getting a new coaching staff and everything. So, I mean, it's kind of like you just got to go improve yourself. So the front office is still the same. So, they know you upstairs, but you got to kind of make your best appearance to the new staff and everything. So I'm kind of excited, get a new atmosphere, you know what I mean? So just kind of ready to go and improve myself again.
And a lot of people, know that you went from CBC and you went to Missouri Western, Division two school, and really had to work your way up and really your talent had to be found. It wasn't like you were at
Yeah.
Alabama or Miami. You talk about that, taking that route and just going that Division two route for you that worked out really well.
It definitely makes you appreciate a lot more things. Once I got into the NFL, like small luxuries that other guys from bigger schools always had, like, the free Gatorades all over, the snacks, the free things you get in the facility, the equipment. So this is all new to me. So but it was just I loved it, man. I wouldn't have changed anything about it. I mean, it's the same competition level, honestly, if you ask me. Um, it's just it made it tougher, but it kind of gets a chip on your shoulder every day, because I'm out there and you kind of want to prove yourself to everybody because you didn't have that big name on your helmet. So it kind of gives me an added edge because if I do something, it's like, oh, you let this small school guy do that to you. So I'm more so just kind of going out there playing free, just ready to prove myself and compete. So but at the end of the day, you realize it's just football. Everybody plays it. All the rules are the same. People just get more athletic and faster. Just the higher levels you play. But I love the route, man. Loved all my friends. I didn't. It was all I knew. So it wasn't anything that I felt like I missed out on. I found out about the luxuries when I made it to the NFL. But man, I loved it. I got to play all the time. I didn't have to wait to play. I came in, played my second year, right away, and I got to see action in my redshirt freshman season, and after that, I started. So I got to get a lot of film. Got to get better. So I wouldn't change anything about it.
But there's a lot of athletes that come out of high school who maybe aren't blue chips or being recruited by
Mhm.
those top schools. So you're a great example of someone that went to Division two school and worked his way up. So certainly everyone here at CBC, we're very proud of you and
I
certainly we root
appreciate it.
for you and we pray for you and pray for your safety that you stay healthy. So you know that you have
Thank
all
you.
of us behind you back.
I appreciate it, man.
Now, and getting ready for this interview, I was going through the old yearbook, just kind of catching up on a few things. And man, I was really surprised that class of 2013. You guys had some athletes in that class. Your football team
We
was in
did.
the district final. The hockey team was in the state finals. Baseball team in the state finals. soccer team, I think, that won the state final that year.
Hmm.
Wrestlers. We had, the runners, won the state championships. Wow, what a great time to be an athlete here at
I
CBC.
agree. I agree. No, it honestly felt like that's kind of when all the hype, a lot of the hype started for us, right? In that time period, everybody was kind of, we were all winning, competitive. It was like, oh, is CBC playing? We were kind of the talk of the town in every sport, though. So it was definitely a great time. And me just I'm being here with all my friends, so we're just playing football. We don't know, you know what I mean? So we didn't had no clue what was in store, but obviously after we left, we seen how it really program really took off, winning state championships, man. That was great for me to watch, because I felt like, those are my, little freshmen out there and sophomores that's playing. And I'm like, man, like it just felt good to come back and, go to the dome and see them play and win, man. I felt just as happy, because I'm talking to guys I'm in college with, man. My roommate, um, he went to Blue Springs. He wanted to stay at Blue Springs. So, every time they played him, it was like, yeah, I got to
Yeah.
come back and talk to him, So no, it was great to watch, man. Just how everything progressed, and coaching was just amazing all the way through.
You still keep in contact with some of the old guys? I mean, boy, we looked through Jonathan Parker, Arian Penton. I mean, Zach Tenor. I mean, just a lot of guys went on to some big name schools. You still keep in contact with some of those
Oh
guys?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We definitely. So we're all still well connected on social media, and actually, so I was really good friends with Jonathan Parker when we were at CBC. We used to ride to school together every day, and he lived in Houston. So when I got here, it was just that was the first person I hit up, So that was really kind of cool, just to kind of see him after I think it had been like 4 or 5 years, since we really got a chance to hang out. Now it's almost like we're adults, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of weird, you get to catch up and everything. But yeah, I definitely keep up. I keep in touch with the guys I play with, man, and it's just crazy to see how far everybody's kind of gone. And when you're in high school, you can't really think too far past, the moment that you're in. And it's just crazy to think that, we're all adults now. And
Sure.
it's been like 8 years since we were in high school. It still doesn't even feel like that, because I remember everything. That's like, one of the most fun times in your life, so.
Yeah, I was just thinking back at that senior year, boy, you guys were scoring 45, 55 points a game, and the stands were packed. We had a couple thousand people at the games. It was a great time to be part of high school football here and obviously be
I
part of
agree.
CBC. Being on the field, you had to really enjoy that.
I agree. I think my favorite moment is probably the SLU game, my junior year. We played them there, and it was freezing. And I think this is the state quarterfinals game. The year we were going to state, and I think it was like 66-28, but they came out and scored like the first drive, and we're down like 7-0 on a big touchdown. The next thing we know, we go out and score like 35 straight points.
Yeah,
And it was just going in the state. I remember that was probably that I know that year was like I have a lot of memories from a lot of those big games we played, and then we ran into Blue Spring South.
sure. It's crazy in my job. I talked to a lot of the older guys who played in 1962, and they still talk about the time they played SLU or they lost Althoff. So those are memories you'll have
Mhm.
obviously for the rest of your life. And
Oh
obviously,
yeah, forever.
yeah. How's your mom doing? Your mom used to sit in the back row right there by the press
Yep.
box. Used to see her all the time. Hope she's doing well.
I know my mom's doing great. That she's just in awe, and enjoying the process just as much as me. They're still in St. Louis. They actually came down here for Christmas, and they got to spend Christmas with me and my girlfriend. Um, and it was a great experience, and they got to see me play in my first NFL game. So they came to all the college games, but this was my first time in NFL. They actually got to come watch me play, and my little nephew, he's like a football fanatic. So he's seeing the game now from when I was in college. He was only like 3, so he could understand it a little. But now he's 6, so he really knows what's going on. He knows the teams you're playing, so he's out there. Uncle, I seen you running down on kickoff, and it's just so hilarious to see. But it was a great experience, man. But they're all doing good, man. Supporting me every step along the way.
Sure. The other thing that I kind of have to tell you is that, like, I don't know, in all the history of CBC, you might be the very first person to actually ever make People magazine. And I think you kind of know why. And I'm gonna,
Yeah.
hopefully it's okay if I could talk to you about your girlfriend, a very public figure. Is it someone that you want to give a shout out to? I know she definitely is giving shout outs about you all
Oh, she
across the
definitely
media.
has. Oh no, man, she's a great person. It's actually I didn't really kind of see myself settling down just right now in my career. I was kind of thinking I'm, focused on myself, but it's crazy when you come across someone who is also at, an elite level in sports. It's just kind of an interesting dynamic because I honestly never watched gymnastics, and just talking to her just in the beginning steps and just kind of seeing how tough of a sport it is mentally, physically, the way they practice, and just their work ethic. And honestly, for me, that was kind of one of the most attractive things to me. Was just how hard she works. And it just we both are busy during the day, and you get a chance to miss each other, and then you come back after work. Especially during season when I'm busy. I got something to look forward to. So yeah, it's been a blessing, man. It's to say the least.
Again, we're talking about Olympic champion Simone Biles and Jonathan are kind of a hot item. They were just on the Today Show last week. She was giving you a nice little shout out. But again, it has to be awesome to have that sort of relationship with someone that understands what you do. You understand what she
Definitely
do, so you
is.
can kind of push each other and
Hmm.
really, help guide each other through tough moments.
I know, definitely it is. It's because she understands, and that's kind of hard to find, especially when you want to be with someone, but they kind of have to understand how much time you have to put in, and you know mentally, someone let's say for me it was for me to really have to give my all to someone like that. They just have to understand and be worth me giving my time to. And just understand what I'm going through mentally. And I mean, who else better would understand, than her? But it
We
was
all
just
want
it
to
was
know,
it was just
like, if you get out of line, does she kind of start flashing those golds at you and say, "Hey, buddy, you know, I'm the franchise here now."
nah, we don't. But
Okay, just
it's
I know you're supportive of her. I know that you really push her, but
always.
I do got to tell you, this being CBC, I'm not gonna let you get off the hook without saying what's going on with the dogs. As soon as you start getting matching outfits for the dogs, man, it's all over. You got to start turning in that man card now.
Man, I know, but look, that's my boy. He's actually sitting right here with me.
Yeah, that's great.
But it's I don't know. Just getting lonely in the my first NFL offseason, man. You get so much time. You go from doing things every day for 6 months, and then after the last game, it's the first week of January. You have a meeting, and all right, guys, see you in April.
Yep.
And it's like, it's kind of, the first couple of weeks, you're like, oh, okay, this is great. And then you kind of just like, dang, I
You're a
really
little
don't have
antsy, yeah.
anything to do. Yeah, I'm trying to call my friends, and then they're all busy or they're at work, and I'm calling them at 11 o'clock because I'm not doing anything.
Mhm.
So it was kind of weird at first. And I honestly I needed something to do with my time. And when I got him at first, he's all around the house all day. You have to watch him. So it's kind of it was great for me just to keep me focused, keep me out of trouble. Just I have to watch him. I can't be gone for too long because I gotta go take my dog out. So he definitely kept me responsible. And when I got with Simone, she has two Frenchies, so now we have two French bulldogs and the English, and they are best friends. So
That's great. I got dogs too. My wife likes to dress them up. I fight it as much as I
yeah,
can, but hey, to each their own,
it's
man.
okay, man. It's okay, man. You gotta make them happy.
That's right, man. That's right. Well, listen, we're all real proud of you. We support you. We're praying for you. Just know that we'll be checking in with you and just have a good off season. Keep your head straight. Obviously, I know you make good
Absolutely.
decisions and you make us all proud. And good luck with your lady friend there for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Anything you want to say to the CBC community that you have the floor?
Um, I just want to say thank you everyone for all the support. Um, I'm so thankful for going to CBC. You know, it's made me the man that I am today. Just being responsible and just taking care of everything that I have to do in life, man. And I really appreciate it. And you know, I'm always watching in all the sports, so I'm a very competitive person. So I you know, I'm always tuned in, man. So I appreciate it.
Good deal. Coach Pingle wanted me to say hello to you as well as rest as well as Coach Stinovich and Coach K.
Okay, tell him I'll be there in a couple weeks, man. I'm bringing you know, something special up to CBC. I got
Great.
something for him. So
That's great. Well, listen, you take care. I'm going to put you on hold, but I'll just have you hold on for a second. This is the CBC Alumni Focus with Jonathan Owens, 2013 graduate NFL with the Houston Texans. Jonathan, thanks for joining us.
thank you.